Well, when you see how things have evolved for you, and you have one of the most organic, inspiring success stories that most people, certainly myself included, have ever heard about. It all started with a sandwich in your Uber,
Right. Yeah.
right? And now here you are, a household name, millions of followers on social media. How often? Oh, well, actually, before I ask this, let me ask you this: does the success feel like you thought it would?
It feels like normal life now. It feels like I always talk about this. My husband always joke about it. He was like, for years and years, he's like, for about 20 years, everything you booked, this was it. He was like, every time you booked it, you were like, man, this is the one right here. I'm about to blow up, about to blow up. And I would be like running through the house, excited and just going crazy, right? When all this stuff started to happen and things started to move and doors started to open, I've been in a grateful spirit, but very much so like, this is normal. Like it feels like now my spirit and my flesh are together. All those years with me going, oh my God, that was me, the flesh, like, oh my God, and the flesh and my spirit was like, girl, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. So we weren't on one accord. Now I feel at perfect peace. Now I feel like, oh God, I get it. Now this is where you wanted me to go. I had to start living in purpose first, right? It feels completely different than I thought it would feel, right? But it feels amazing, but it feels like home, if that makes sense.
What did you think it was going to feel like?
I thought it was just gonna be like, oh my God, like, Lord, this is, I don't know. I just thought it was gonna be like super exciting, although it is super exciting for me. I mean, I love my life, right? Um, but I'm also very much so, it's family first, right? It's Tab and family first, and everything else is just a bonus. And just being able to work, I'm happy with that. Like I get to work and do what I love, but I don't know if I thought there was a feeling attached to it more than I thought it looked a certain way, if that makes sense. I think I thought it looked like I'm on TV every week, or I'm on a series regular television show. And it's like I never ever thought it would be a phone of like me recording myself that took me there, right? So yeah. But that's God. He said it's more than what we can imagine.
Now, it your daughter that first convinced you to start doing videos, or did she specifically convince you to do TikTok first?
Yeah, she convinced me to get on TikTok. I had already
Okay.
been on Facebook as my original platform. And then I had started sharing on Instagram, but I had been doing that for about 2 years. And so when she told me that, I was doing well. I had like 500,000 followers on Facebook at the time. And I think I had like 200,000 on Instagram. And I was like, girl, I'm making my little money. I'm all right. This is good. I grew my audience. She was like, but no, mama, you can get on TikTok and you could be like the TikTok mom, and people would, love your like inspirational videos. You could do your recipes. And I was like, girl, in 1 minute, I don't know. I talk slow and I talk a lot, girl. I don't know. I was like, okay. She kept pressing me and kept pressing me. In March of 2020, I was like, let me get on here and see if I can do it. The first time we did a video, though, we went viral for the wrong reason. I wanted to do the renegade because that's what was trending. And I said, well, let me show us how to do it. So it was me, her, and my brother. She was trying to show us how to work TikTok so that we could do the renegade. And it was like when parents trying to get on TikTok, that went viral. I was like, okay, now people got to know that ain't me. But I can also offer something. So let me do a food video, and the rest is kind of history, girl. I did not think the kids would like me on there, but they showed up for me.
And now you, as of the taping of this podcast, you have 4.9 million followers on TikTok. Why do you think you resonate so strongly with people?
I think that because we are living in a time where people don't show up as themselves, and I just decided that I'm only going to show up as me, and people like that, right? People like to feel seen, and I do my best to make people feel like I see them, and just by being Tab, like I don't know, I think that some people just need that. I also am so intentional with my videos. Like I want people to feel loved. I'm intentional with that. I want somebody to feel like I'm your friend. It's why I don't know if you ever noticed, but I hold my phone very close to my face when I do my videos
You do.
because I want people to feel like I'm just talking to you, Jemele. It's just me and you in this time, right? It ain't about nobody else in this moment. And so I'm just, I think that's it. I can't tell you, I just try to keep it real and honest. And my prayer every time I pick up my phone to record is God, let them see you and me. And that way I can't be denied. And I think that it works.
I don't know if I'm sure you probably have thought about it this way, but I certainly thought about it just in not just researching you, but just seeing your career rise the way it has, is that everything they told you wouldn't work for you totally works for you.
It totally
Right? The
Girl.
Southern accent, that supposedly wasn't supposed to work.
Yeah.
The natural hair, that supposedly wasn't going to work. You mentioned that sometimes, you have body image issues, that works for you.
Right.
So it's just, I think, I know that everybody has a different belief system, but to me, that's how you know it's from God, right?
Yeah.
Is that everything he gave you totally worked for you.
Yeah. And that's what I mean when I say, you know what, I was offending him by trying to be somebody else. Because that's like me saying, you ain't do, you didn't create me right. But then when I started to embrace the way he created me, just as I am, my whole world changed.
Because, you and your husband, you guys have been together for years and years and years, right? As this success was happening, he's seen you from what, you guys met in like 8th grade, I think?
Yeah, we met in 8th grade. Well, we met in 5th grade, but we dated in 8th grade.
You dated in 8th grade, okay, but met in 5th grade, right? So he has literally seen you through every stage, of your life. Were you ever concerned or wondered how this wave of success might impact you two?
Oh no, honey, that's the one thing I'm certain about. Right? Everything else I can be uncertain because I don't know what is to come with uncharted territory. But I've been with my husband, it'd be 24 years in April, right? Honey, I'm certain about that man. Okay. I'm for certain about our love. Our bond is so strong. And we've been changing every day for 24 years. So of course we're both going to change as success happens. We're supposed to, but we change together. And I'm for certain about that. So yeah, girl, that won't never the concern.
That's a word right there, Miss Tab. That's a word.